If you're a meat eater like me, you probably grew up eating Slim Jims, Jack Links, or some sort of gas station branded jerky. But have you ever wondered what's really in those snacks? The ingredients in typical jerky brands are quite unsettling. They often include things like mechanically separated chicken, whatever that is, and corn syrup. These jerky brands are typically highly processed. And diets high in processed foods are linked to serious health conditions like heart disease, hypertension, and metabolic syndrome. For those of us looking for a healthier protein snack that isn't a bar, our options have felt pretty limited in the past. Until recently. We are now seeing a rise in cleaner meat snack brands. Brands that offer 0 preservatives, 100% grass-fed beef, and just less junk. On this Jerky Day, we're bringing you into the conversation of cleaner meat snacks with the VP of Marketing at Country Archer Provisions, the 5th largest jerky brand in America.
Country Archer is a meat snack brand that makes meat snacks out of only real ingredients. Our co-founder, Eugene King, he and his Aunt Susan were on a road trip to the Grand Canyon back in 2010. They saw a roadside jerky stand, they stopped off, they tried it, and they were blown away. The taste was great, the texture was great. So they actually found the person making the jerky, and it turned out he had this brand named Country Archer, but he was white labeling the jerky. Eugene did a brief apprenticeship with him, and then in 2011 actually bought the business from him. Fast forward to today, we're the 5th largest jerky brand. So what makes our product different than other jerky brands is that we use only grass-fed beef.
The words grass-fed beef seem to be everywhere. We see it at the grocery store or as the overpriced burger on the menu. But what does it actually mean? And what are the benefits of consuming 100% grass-fed beef?
So top 3 benefits of grass-fed. Number 1, I would say, is texture. It's just gonna be a better eating experience for folks. Number 2 is that it often has more omega-3s. And number 3, no hormones. It's better for the animals, it's better for the humans that end up eating the product. You are what you eat, right? And so what you eat goes up the food chain. And so a lot of folks don't want to put that stuff in their body if it's been put in the cattle that they're eating.
Jerky is typically sold next to the chips and cookies at convenience stores. In the past, it's been thought of as more of an indulgent protein snack. So is there really a market for a healthier jerky?
More and more consumers are starting to realize they don't want processed foods. And if they want something that has a little bit of sweetness to it, they don't want artificial sweeteners or sugars. They want the real thing. A lot of consumers are discovering that meat snacks are a much better solution for them when they want real protein in their diet. But now there are options like Country Archer that are much cleaner ingredient labels, lower in sugar, grass-fed beef, and we've seen a lot of new consumers come into the category because they're discovering it almost for the first time.
What is Country Archer doing to maintain quality and differentiate itself from other jerky brands?
We really do try to maintain that small batch and craft mentality. It's really fairly simple. You take the beef rounds, you marinate the beef rounds, thinly slice it, and then you slow cook it to dry it out and get that beautiful beef jerky texture. But it's really about taking your time, making sure the seasoning and the marinades right, making sure you're cutting it the right thickness, the right way. You're cooking it just long enough so that it gets dried out, but not so long that it's too tough and chewy. So there's a lot of this where like the magic's in the very specifics of how you make it. We're often lower sugar than most other jerky brands, so it's better for you as well. And never any preservatives. People like health, they like nutrition, high protein, those are all great benefits. But first and foremost, it's a snack, so you gotta enjoy that you're eating it.
So we know that Country Archer is doing the most to ensure that better quality jerky is reaching its consumers. But how does it actually taste? I bought some, so we're gonna try it. Well, it has a really good texture. Meaty, but not like chewy. It's not as sweet as the jerky I'm used to, but it has a really good salty, like full flavor. There's seasonings like garlic powder, liquid smoke, that's cool, paprika, rosemary, coriander, and oregano. I love this. Okay, you can really taste the difference with Country Archer's jerky. It just tastes cleaner, if that makes sense.
There's a lot of better for you salty snacks out there that are dressed up as better for you foods that really aren't actually all that better for you. So if you want something that's truly high protein, truly low sugar, for people who are avoiding carbohydrates, you're really not gonna do any better than a piece of beef jerky or a meat steak.
So if you're a health nerd like us and you want to stay up to date with all things health and wellness, hit subscribe in the bottom corner of our screen. And happy Jerky Day. I'm gonna go finish the bag now.